Minister, Fianna Fáil, once known as the Workers' Party. Fine Gael, once known as the Farmers' Party. Both parties have turned their back on the hard-working people of the Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil supporters that put you back in here into the House. You've to put the two fingers up to them and tell them, we don't care. Constituents of both parties, which people from the parties have voted for me, and I work for all of them. I work for everyone. I don't say differentiate between parties and non-parties. I work for everyone. They're coming to me now and they say, Richard, these are people in their 70s, grassroots of parties, and said, what has gone wrong with this government? They said, our children and our grandchildren are going to pay the price for this government. So I'm going to take you back to 2011. The universal social charge was introduced in 2011 as part of Irish government's effort to stabilise finances during an economic downturn. The USE is a tax payable on your total income. It was at the time saying it was a temporary measure. It's a bit like everything else in here. The guidelines for wind turbines temporary, but we'll get there 2006. So we're at 2011, a temporary issue brought in 14 years ago. What is a universal charge? The universal social charge is a tax on income that applies to most types of income, including wages, salary, bonuses, pensions and self-employment income. USE is calculated based on the gross income before any deductions, exemptions are applied. So what did you do in the budget? You think these people in this country are fools? You lowered the USE charge, which to me is illegal because you told them it was a temporary charge, and you froze the taxes. So there was no movement up in the tax income. So what did you do? You took it from one side and put it on the other side. And every family here on the Independent says here today, married couple with 3 children, they've less well off today. Married couple with 1 child is less well off today. Cohabiting couples are less well off today. Single mother with 1 child, less well off today. Single renter in high income jobs, less well off today. So I'm going to read you something from a person that emailed me in today. I am a nurse. I am in full-time, 37.5 hours a week, and whatever overtime I can get. My husband is a bus driver and works full-time, 40 hours per week. We have been discussing that one of us needs to get a second job due to the rising cost of everything. After this budget, both of us need a second job. We have 2 children. Our eldest son deferred his college as we couldn't afford his fees and keep him supported, and now he has moved to Australia. I can't see the future for him to return home. Our youngest son will probably follow him in the next 2 years because the same thing. They see how hard their parents work and that they have nothing left over at the end of the month for a treat. Frontline service workers, regardless what you're in this country, the people in this country wear their heart on their sleeve. They work tirelessly on every sector of job that's there. From the lower income to the higher income, they work hard. They pay taxes. They pay taxes for the less well off. They pay taxes for the vulnerable. And they've never seen one reward from this government. And this is coming from Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael supporters that were looking for ye to lead. But history repeats itself over and over again. And what is a sign of madness? If I keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, is a sign of madness. And I'm asking the people of Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael that have supported you for years, please, for your children's sake, for your grandchildren's sake, stop supporting you, because you're making the same mistakes over and over again. No accountability, money being wasted time and time again, and the hard-working people and the hard-working companies, self-employed in this country, if they do one thing wrong, they're penalised. Because there's accountability, they have to make profit to stay opened. They have to make profit to pay for their employees that are working for them, because they want to support their families. But our government and their department waste money hand over fist, and there's never been accountability. So I'm asking the people of Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael that have supported you, please do not support this government anymore, because if you do, your children and grandchildren don't have a future. Thank you, Chair.
Thanks very much, Deputy.